up?
Yep.
Did you see on the news the other day that Daniel Day Kim and Grace Park are leaving Hawaii Five-O next season?
Yeah, I did. I saw it in like 2 of my news feeds.
It's pretty big news because Hawaii, right?
I think that's why it popped up so much. A lot of people are posting it.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
I don't know, man. I'll be honest, I never really watched the show much, but I don't know. I feel like I know that they've been characters in the show from the beginning, so I mean, it's kind of a shame to see them, not being a part of that cast.
I heard it was like a contract dispute.
Like, what do you mean?
Something about they're not getting paid enough for their show, and then I saw some articles that popped up this morning about how Asian people are getting paid, or Asian people like them per se are not getting paid as much as their counterparts. So they're saying CBS is paying Daniel and Grace like 10 to 15% less than Steve McLaughlin and
The
other guy.
Dang, that's crazy though. I mean, because if you just told me that, they weren't returning, I'd think, okay, maybe the storyline changed and maybe they're just getting like written off. And maybe it would be a shame, but it wouldn't be like huge news. But if now you're saying that today you saw news saying that it was because of like race, like, wow, that's kind of crazy. And it's, I guess, ironic that they're both Asian and they're both getting written off.
Yeah. I always feel not upset, but it agitates me that people would be so quick to pull the race card all of a sudden. Like, oh, they're Asian Americans and now they're not getting paid, so it's got to be because they're Asian.
I mean, yeah, why couldn't it just be, I mean, why does that have to be the immediate thing? What if those 2 characters were not Asian? Would it be huge news?
Right.
I mean, or maybe that's a rhetorical question. I'm wondering if they weren't, would it be such big news? Because then maybe you would just get written off or not returning for the next season. But instead, they have to say that. It's crazy. I don't know.
Right.
And then, what do you think?
To me, I feel it's really just about the money. And to be honest, if you're not the main characters, aren't you gonna be paid less than the main characters anyway? I mean,
yeah. I mean, well, I'm not an actor and I don't know much about that kind of how like money works, but I would think that main characters in TV shows or movies would get slightly higher pay regardless of race.
right. Like, I don't really watch the show, but the famous line is "Bookum Dano," not "Bookum Chinho" or
That's true.
"Bookum Kono."
I mean, I don't know. On the flip side too, I'm wondering, like, it does sound like it would be money, but if it were me, well, it's not me, but if it were me, I would think you'd want to do a good job. I mean, like, I feel like they're actors, right? They're actors in a TV show. There must have been one point in time when they were getting paid pennies, or maybe not even anything, just to get spotlight. And now that they've been with the season for, been with the TV show for X amount of seasons and had made their money, I guess they changed. I don't know. I would think that they would want to just hone their craft, be good at what they're doing, be maybe even role models,
Right. I feel like if they've been with the season, or keep going back to that, if they've been with the show for so long, maybe they'd be able to do other things or have more creative freedom, or just, if it's not necessarily money, but get bigger, or hone, like you said, hone their craft a little bit better, somehow using their role to make it bigger for Asian actors out there. Actually, I was just thinking, how many Asian actors are there on a regular TV series right now? Off the top of your head, could you think of any?
Lucy Liu.
John Cho, maybe.
How about that guy from Hangover? Mr. Chow. I don't know his real name.
That guy, actually, there's that Asian guy that's on Hawaii Five-O. That was that guy in Heroes. He's on Hawaii Five-O.
The guy with the glasses?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I guess there's not that many. And I guess, you know, I have seen a few of the, or, you know, I have watched it a few times, and it's kind of nice to see like Asian. I don't know if they're Asian American, but just Asian face on the big screen. And I think if I was younger, because like in our generation when we were younger, there was even less like actors and whatnot. So I think in this day and age, if I was young and like looking for maybe a role model, I'd want to look maybe I might want to look up to an Asian actor, and you know, have like a role model or someone I could look up to. Not necessarily being an actor, but just wow, you know, like it's not that often that you see an Asian person on the big screen, like I said. So I don't know. Maybe if it, let's just take out the whole race thing and what you said about the CBS highlights today. I feel like it is what we said earlier, but it's just maybe about money, and it's kind of a shame. I would hope that they would have maybe put that into consideration, and I don't know, not be so quick to use that. And maybe they're using that to their advantage. Like, oh, I don't know. Maybe they're saying, oh, because we're Asian, we're getting paid less, so let's revolt, or let's quit, or let's do something else. I don't know. I don't know. There's so many ideas. There's so many things that could be going. I just keep going back to the thing when I first said, if they weren't Asian, would it be even a big news?
Right.
I don't know.
Totally.
Well, maybe I don't know. Maybe again, bringing race in is a huge controversy. So I'm sure people have many feelings or feedback or information that they want to share about it. So maybe we'll start seeing more videos, or maybe some people will be talking about it more.
Yeah, maybe somebody will post a comment and give us some feedback about
possibly
what they think about this.
That would be good. And at the same time, I don't know, maybe we can use that feedback and get another perspective, because I think it's really all out there, but we kind of touched on a few points that I think are valid. So, you know, it'll be good to get a outside point of view. Yeah, let's see how that goes.
All right.
Gotta get back to work.
Late.